The Twisted Metal tournament has officially begun, so drivers, get your engines going. Naturally, this is the main selling point of Season 2. And even though it wasn't until Episode 5 that it finally arrived, I think the build-up was worthwhile. It was great when the previous episode applied the brakes and produced a more concentrated chapter, because the three-part opener had a lot of territory to cover. Onur MRK primarily consists of reunions, introductions, and a great deal of build-up for later, but just for good measure, it also includes the season's largest action set piece. The concept of Twisted Metal as a whole is about a bunch of really weird characters grouped together, and you can really sense how appealing that arrangement is here. The show is wise enough to realize that, in contrast to the games, it is more important to consider how these characters interact as a group than just their appearance and the distinctive cars they drive. A large portion of Onur Marquet is devoted to offering advice in this area. While some of the faces are somewhat known, others are brand new, and some, like Axel and Mr. Grimm, were hinted at in earlier episodes. But it should be a lot of fun to see how they all do, assuming they aren't all abruptly murdered off in the upcoming episode. A lot of the racers have a past. For example, we don't know about the long-standing animosity between Mr. Grimm and Sweet Tooth, let alone the past between Sweet Tooth and John Quiet, or Stu's relationship with Mike. Indeed, Mike is still alive and has partnered with Dave, a former cannibal butcher, of whom Stu is a little envious. Even though Mike is aware that his alliance with Sweet Tooth was based only on self-preservation, he is horrified to witness them mating like best friends. Following John's escape from New San Francisco, Raven also shows up to enter herself, and their love remains intact. The Holy Men are also there, but it looks like Preacher Jebediah has taken on the appearance of a cute baby. However, there are also entirely new characters, such as Vermin, who you can tell will be around for a long time. Calypso also receives a lot more attention in Twisted Metal Season 2, Episode 5, where Anthony Kerrigan excels. Although he mostly lays out the ground rules, his presence is felt strongly and adds a great deal of intrigue to the fundamental notion. What does he actually do? What does he stand to gain by doing all of this and by giving the winner whatever wish they may have? Hard to say. To discover out, we'll need to watch a few more. Naturally, everyone must compete in a qualification heat in the interim, which is the straightforward delivery of an explosive item. This takes the form of a stunning and, I believe, primarily functional set piece that is entirely new for this season in terms of both scale and quality. However, the fact that we've previously met so many of the drivers and their unique personalities and dynamics all play a part in how well it works. When Quiet's protective tendencies take over, she destroys Mayhem's car, causing her to lose the qualifying and be eliminated. However, she steals another and continues to compete. Naturally, she finds herself into danger right away, and Onurmark finishes with John and Quiet having to turn around to save her. Although there is still much to play for, the tournament itself is off to a fantastic, character-rich start, and it appears that we have found Twisted Metal's purpose. I'm glad to be here.